My name's Tymez, and I'm a Tru Cigar Hedz.
My name Big Hurt, and I'm a Tru Cigar Hedz.
I'm Gerard from John's Pipe Shop at 3927 Forsyth Blvd in Clayton, Missouri.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
I think we got somebody on the red couch today.
We got somebody on the couch.
Yeah. Now, here on Tru Cigar Hedz, we have a segment called Hit It Again or Not Recommended to a Friend.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Now, today,
Well, come on with it.
we've been talking about this for a long time, folks.
Yeah, you have. You have. But, I've been listening.
The segment is out,
Oh, man.
and we're going to be learning how to smoke these pipes today. There you go, Big Hurt. Happy birthday.
Birthday gift from my big brother.
We learned how to smoke these pipes.
Okay. Let's see what we got here.
Look at that.
Birthday gift from my big brother. Oh, and it's fancy.
Yeah.
Oh,
Very nice.
Yeah.
You have a John Raspberry pipe that's made in Holland.
okay. Oh, I'm embracing my 52. Thanks to you.
Yeah.
Oh, here we
Happy
go.
birthday.
Thank you, sir.
So, as you could hear,
Right.
we have a guest on the red couch.
Yes, we do.
And I've been knowing this guy going on about 6 years since I started smoking cigars.
Come
You know what I'm
on.
saying? I'm going to have to pull the head off for this one.
Yeah, that's respect. Show him
I'm going
respect.
to pull the head off.
Yeah, show him respect.
So, this guy owns John Pipes
Okay, John Pipes, where's the local?
over in Clayton, right across from the court building.
Okay.
Yeah, the place I always be telling you about that I go to
Yes, sir.
and hang out. You know what
You
I'm
said there's some
saying?
good people there.
Oh yeah, I've been talking to him off and on for a while, getting to know him,
Okay.
and he's been getting to know me. Well, actually, he recognized me before I recognized him. You know what I'm saying? Me going in and out. I came in one day, never really talked to a lot of people. Just kind of go in, do what I got to do,
Yes, sir.
and come on out.
Okay.
And one day I went in, and I ain't have my uniform on. They said, "You not working today?"
Yeah, because you always work.
Yeah.
He recognized that. You stay working. Yeah.
Yeah. But here on Tru Cigar Hedz, we have our special guest,
Okay.
Gerard Ezvan.
Yes, sir.
Come on down.
Yeah,
Come
man.
on down, Mr. Gerard. Come on down. Come on down. Come on down. You for coming on the couch. Thank you, sir. Thank you for blessing us.
Well, thank you very much for inviting me. Thanks, Tim.
Come on, sit on down.
right.
Come on. Relax. Put him up a spell. Yes, sir.
All right.
How you doing this morning?
I'm very well, thank you.
Yeah.
Got up this morning, put my feet on the ground, and kept going.
Okay.
Yeah. So, I asked you here today because this is going to be our first time smoking pipe.
All right.
There.
Now, I heard, and you correct me if I'm wrong, but I heard it's kind of the same tobacco that they use for to make cigars.
You can, no, yes and no.
Okay.
Okay.
The vast majority of pipe tobaccos, and they are actually in various families. The vast majority of pipe tobacco used for pipe smoking is a burley-based tobacco, which actually is grown all over the world. It's also grown in the state of Missouri, around St. Joe, Missouri. It's grown in Canada. It's grown in Tennessee, grown in Kentucky. The main focus and the main importance of burley that it absorbs a lot of various flavors.
Okay. Yes, sir.
So this is one family, a family of tobaccos which are based with burley type of tobacco where you blend it with various flavors. Then you have the other family of tobaccos, which is called Virginias. Virginia tobaccos can be sweet, naturally sweet. And they can be straight Virginia, but they can also be blended with other components, like Perique from the state of Louisiana,
Yes, sir.
and Latakia, which used to be grown in Latakia in Syria. The tobacco is basically processed under a slow fire that gives a very smoky flavor. So if you have a blended, what is called an English type tobacco, you will have a little bit of Virginia. Well, I would say actually the large proportion of Virginia, a pinch of Louisiana Perique, and a pinch of Latakia. Latakia is extremely spicy. So you don't want to do too much of Latakia in a blend, otherwise it's going to be too harsh and too difficult. Those tobaccos are processed and cured for a long period of time.
Okay.
So before it's put either in a tin or in a vacuum bag, it has at least, a shelf. I mean, before it's released to the public, you have to have these tobaccos matured for 6 months to a year. If you look at it, it's more or less the same idea than cigars.
Really?
Once you harvest a leaf, well, you have to cure it because the leaf is a green leaf,
Yes.
and there's not much you can do with it because you have a lot of ammonia, a lot of, chemicals in the leaf. So you need to cure it, and you cure it in a barn until the tobacco becomes to a complete brown color. And then you can either put it in sacks to let it mature even further, or you can let it hang for a while, in a barn. But after it hangs in a barn for a while, then you put, in a large sack and let it stay there until you're ready to put a new blend.
Yes, sir.
So you get the same idea with pipe tobacco. Those are the same families of tobaccos, but used in different ways.
Okay.
So you have, as we said, a burley-based tobacco where you can put flavors, you can put cherry, you can put whatever you feel like. And you have the Virginia, straight Virginia, which is this one here, for instance, or the one I smoke now.
Okay.
And you have English mixtures. And English mixtures could vary dramatically from Virginia, Latakia, like some tobacco from Pennsylvania, some tobacco from Kentucky, it's like a black Cavendish.
Yes, sir.
You put a little bit of that too, and it all depends. It has the idea of processing and putting pipe tobacco together, same idea as a cigar blender, or if you want to look at the same guy who is working in the whiskey industry or the wine industry. What is he doing? Well, he's using different blends to come up with a proper, what is going to feel great to the palate.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So I'm gonna need you to show me how to pack this
All
thing.
right. Well, first, if we could
Okay.
make a description. This is a briar pipe. That pipe is made in Germany, in Nuremberg, and you have 3 parts in the pipe: the stem, the shank, and the bowl.
Okay.
The bowl, 90% of all the pipes made today and the past previous centuries and the centuries prior to that are coming from the root of a bush called Eroica arborea, which grows in very arid climates.
Yes, sir.
In Corsica, in the southern part of Italy, and Algeria, and to some extent Albania. It's extremely heat resistant.
Oh, okay.
That's why when you put the tobacco and you put, you light the pipe, the briar wood is not going to burn. And a good pipe, if it's handled properly, should last forever.
Okay.
So, we have 3 parts: the stem, And you never pull on the stem because you have a fragile component. It's called a tenon.
Okay.
So if you, for some reason, need to pull the stem from the shank, you need to twist it gently, like a clockwise motion or counterclockwise motion to get it out.
Yes, sir.
Now, when you fill the bowl, you're going to fill the bowl in 3 layers. The first layer, you put a fair amount of pressure, but without clogging up the draft hole, which is the hole going from the end of the stem to the end of the shank. Then the second layer, you put it kind of loose. The third layer, you put about the same amount of pressure, then you put on the first one.
Okay.
Then you're going to light the tobacco all around to the center, and you're going to use your pipe tool to push it down so you have a compact mass of tobacco together and you got rid of some of the moisture. And you're going to relight it again. And then you puff gently on it until you see the smoke popping out from the top of the bowl. All right.
So that has to be removed first.
No, you don't need more. I was just making a small demonstration to show the various parts.
Oh.
That's a filter. It's up to you. You can
What would you
use.
suggest?
I like a filter, but if you're a novice in pipe smoking, take it out for now. Because you're gonna be able to draw better.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So take the filter out because
For now. And later on you can use the filter. The property of the filter, that's a 9mm charcoal filter. The good point of that, it absorbs a lot of moisture.
Oh.
You don't have one.
I don't have one. Okay.
So what I'm going to do, I'm going to grab my tobacco over there.
Okay.
Oh, you got it? All right.
Okay. My big brother got me.
Pipe temper, same idea as this one here.
Okay.
Okay, that will show you some other pipes there. All right, I'm going to get. Okay, all right. So the one I'm smoking is the same family as this one here.
Yeah, this gonna be.
And if you look at it,
I ain't know so much work.
I didn't either.
you look at it, see, it's a flake.
That's what you smoking?
Yeah. The tobacco in this can is going to be the same as this one.
Okay.
Okay.
Now, you may want to try, that will give you 2 different. This is the Virginia, and that's a burley base
Yes, sir.
with a light, smell it, a light,
Oh,
light vanilla.
Wow. Bro, you smell that?
That's why I sent it your way.
Oh, that is.
So if you look, okay, this is a Virginia.
I know it smells like your grandfather.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. That's,
So when you.
oh, man.
Okay, you see that the way I do it? I kind of pinch it a little bit,
Okay.
and I put it in little chunks like
I wonder
this.
if you watch it, this smells just like your dad.
And yours is fine because yours is already broken up. So we're
Okay.
gonna put that a little bit more.
So I just gently,
You're gonna take, yep, that's a little bit more.
a little bit, when you
Let me see. Yeah, a little bit more. You can put a little bit more. Go ahead,
okay.
put some more.
This,
Yep.
because our hands are big. So
Okay, so now use your pipe tool, this part here.
Yes, sir.
Push it down gently. Okay, now, oh, good. Okay, you put a little bit more. You need more.
Okay.
Yeah, the bowl on that pipe is very large.
It is. I see. That's what I was finna.
Well, he picked it out for you because he knew you was a big guy.
I appreciate that because
Because that's the first thing he asked me. He said, "Your brother's a big guy, right?" I said,
Yeah, you need a bigger pipe.
yeah, I mean, because I smoke. When I smoke cigars, I can only
You
smoke.
like your large.
I smoke 80 by 8s.
I know.
No, I apologize. You do. Okay.
Okay. That's good. Okay, that's pretty compact. Now put another, we're gonna put. There we go.
So the key is to keep until it gets filled all the way to the top. But
To the top, yes.
But must keep pressing down so that.
I use my finger, but.
No. I appreciate that because I maybe use my finger.
Okay, now we get 2 layers.
Because this is a big pipe on the inside.
And let's put the last layer.
Really?
Hold on.
3 layers.
3 layers. Mine look like it's more than 3.
Well, it depends on how much you put in each side, though.
Okay.
So don't use this to pep.
Yeah. Don't use your fingers. I use my fingers.
No. I might use my fingers.
Force of habit.
No. That's good.
And then be sure.
That's good.
Yeah, that's good. Now be sure you can draw just the.
Oh, that tastes good.
You can draw.
Oh.
And then we're gonna light the pipes.
Don't clumsy. Make sure I close this up.
All right. So when I light the pipe,
Yeah, match.
you can see.
Better
You see, it raises up with the heat. Now, one thing is never use a cigar lighter.
Okay.
The reason, the heat on the cigar lighter is so intense, it damages the bowl.
Okay.
You need a soft flame. Either matches, or I'll give you this one here. See?
Oh. Okay.
Matches, and then I'm gonna push it down so it goes out, and I'm gonna relight it.
And push it down.
Mm-hmm. There we go. So you get rid of some, by lighting the first time, you get rid of some of the moisture. There you go.
Earthy.
Oh, man.
Pleasant?
Yeah, that's.
Because you like cigars, both you like cigars, and you like the taste?
Yeah, man. That's.
Oh, yeah. I like that.
Wow.
It's close to smoking a cigar.
It's different,
Yeah, it's different.
but I smoke both. At the end of the day, I'm gonna smoke a cigar when I do the books in the back.
So let me ask you this. What'd you start smoking first?
Pipes.
Pipes.
Yep, my grandfather smoked a pipe.
So how'd you get introduced to the pipe?
I think that,
Ooh.
if I do remember, I was maybe 16, 17.
Smoking a pipe?
Yeah.
Is that legal?
It was done behind closed doors, nobody knew about it. Well, if you look in France, in those days, kids could drink wine at 16, so I'm sure that in those days it was probably legal.
This is different.
Different?
Yes, this is very different.
You like it though?
I'm normally, when it comes to change, I'm very difficult. Because I like things a certain way, I guess, as I got older.
Sure.
But I'm really feeling this. I'm just, at first.
But you don't feel it very strong, do you?
When I say feeling it, I'm really liking this.
Yeah.
This is, what I'm saying, I'm liking how I feel in my hand. Because I was watching how you was holding yours. You know what I'm saying? Because with cigars, it's all also about comfortability. How you hold it between your fingers,
Right.
how you hold it in your mouth when you're doing something else. You know what I'm saying? So I grasp how you held it like this, and then you just let it go in your mouth while you're doing all the other little things. I was like, okay. I thought maybe it'd be in a way you bang it or
No.
it slip out your mouth, because with cigars we hold on by our teeth. This
Right.
actually hold on by our lips.
Yeah, right.
And it'll stay lit.
Mm-hmm. So you have a drier tobacco than your brother has.
Okay.
There's more moisture in his tobacco.
Yeah, that's why I gotta keep light, man.
Right, and that's why what I would advise, leave it open a little bit
Okay.
until the air gets into it and dries it out a little bit.
Okay. No problem. Okay.
You won't mind smelling that all day, huh?
Man.
It's like potpourri.
This is
Wow.
this is different.
So,
And go ahead, bro.
so say you started smoking a pipe first.
Yes.
What made you decide to start smoking cigars?
Well, when I was in France, cigars were very expensive. And a vast majority of the cigars available on the market in those days in France were what we call the dry cure cigars, mostly made Sumatra. I mean, most of them made in Holland
Okay.
and Germany, but the tobacco was Sumatra, which is a light, and most of them were machine made. I started to smoke regular ring gauge cigars, handmade cigars. I guess I was about, maybe, 18, 20.
Mm-hmm.
And the only cigar available in those days in Europe were Cubans. Because, and then for the US market, when I first started to work for John's Pipe Shop in 1976, the amount of brands on the market, on the US market, was very limited. Mm-hmm. You didn't have the huge array of availability you have today. I remember the dominant cigars, and this is after the Cuban embargo that Kennedy put in 1962.
Okay.
Most of the cigars were made in the Canary Islands, offshore Spain. Like the A. Chapman brand, Flamenco. There was a cigar introduced from Mexico, the Tiamo line,
Okay.
which was very, very good. And you had Romeo and Juliet, but that was made, honestly, I don't remember what was made at that time, but the vast majority were made in the Canary Islands. And then the market, then the manufacturers or the trademark owners of those brands, which were non-Cuban, because all those guys who used to own factories in Cuba were thrown out and ended up in Miami, like Benjamin Menendez and all these guys. And what they did, they came penniless in the United States. The only thing they had was the name that they used to own in Cuba. Mm-hmm. So they made arrangements with cigar manufacturers in Pennsylvania and different parts of the country. And St. Louis actually in the 19th century had a lot of cigar factories. You know that?
No.
Yes.
No, sir.
In St. Louis.
In Key West, Florida, even prior to the embargo, there were 8,000 cigar rollers in Key West. So what happened is, all the previous trademark owners of those Cuban brands, in partnership, or they sold their trademarks to U.S. companies, and they started to move in the Dominican Republic. Now, I would say around the early 70s. And it expanded and expanded. If you take the case of the company Arturo Fuente, they first started in Nicaragua. But unfortunately, they had a revolution in Nicaragua with the Sandinistas, and all their assets were seized. Their factory were burned to the ground, so they moved to the DR. And what happened, they expanded. They had a lot of demand in U.S. market. Now, at that time, if you look in the 70s and 80s, the cigar business was declining quite a bit. Then we had in the 90s, we had a cigar boom. All of a sudden, there was a large interest in cigar smoking. And that developed new brands, new companies, you know.
Yes, sir.
And today, it's amazing when I see the large variety of cigars available. The large quantities of small companies that made their own, have either their cigars contracted with large manufacturers or they have their own small plant, in either Nicaragua or Dominican Republic or Honduras. So there's been a dramatic change, and also the big change I've seen since I've been in this industry for nearly 50 years.
50.
Yeah, 50. Getting older.
More wiser.
I'm going to be 76 next year.
Oh, well, you don't look that, but.
So when you look at it, what the dramatic change I've seen besides the larger offering of cigars, cigar brands, more manufacturers, is the price.
Okay.
When I started, I remember, and Gene was the first one to bring the Fuente in St. Louis. A box of 858 was about $18.75 for 25 cigars. Well, today the same, well, that's 50 years ago. Nearly, not really, but close.
Okay.
That box is about $180. So.
Yeah.
But the cigars made today by Davidoff, Fuente, Asylum, Padron are a lot better quality they used to be. Tremendous quality on the cigars. Now, to go back to the pipes, in the 60s, 70s, pipes were very, very dominant. Lot of pipe manufacturers. Mostly.
You always think that like the grandmothers and the grandfathers and stuff like that smoking pipes.
Yeah.
So now there's been a decline because of the older guys, are not as, they're gone. But we see a resurgence in pipe smoking among younger people. Quite a bit. But the number of pipe manufacturers has declined.
So what did you just do there?
I just get rid of a little bit of the moisture.
Oh, okay.
So what you have now, you have some pipe manufacturing left in France, mostly Germany. Like the guys, the pipe you're smoking, the line I'm smoking, is made by the largest pipe manufacturer in the world, Fauen. They're very innovative. They get good briar either from Corsica or from Greece or Italy. But when you have fewer pipe manufacturers.
Okay.
There's one plant in Ireland, in Dublin. They make the Peterson pipes. Frauen in Germany, Savinelli in Italy, and Chacom in France. And a few small guys with 2 or 3 workers making, expensive, unique pipes.
Yes, sir.
So you don't have the cost of labor has increased dramatically in Europe. So you have to take that into context, when the price of pipe. And you don't find as many dedicated pipe maker anymore. So it's concentrated more in the hands of a few factories.
I thought this would burn a lot faster.
I did too.
This tobacco, because of the structure of it, a flake, would burn a lot slower than the one you're smoking. What he has is a broken, and this is a more solid flake.
Right.
So it's more dense.
So his is more dense. Okay. So if I continue this process, it's best to buy the dense kind.
Your preference.
Here we are. That's the answer. Why do people smoke a cigar from Nicaragua and others like a milder one from the Dominican Republic?
Okay.
Why do people like white wine and some others like red?
Okay.
Why people like bourbon and some like, let's say, vodka?
Okay.
It's very,
Okay.
it all depends on I think, your personal taste.
Yeah. Okay. This is.
Tasty, huh?
Yeah, I like it.
Yep.
Well, we in the pipe world now.
Hey, this is very
Now I'm going to show you. I brought a few things to show you
okay.
to give you an idea how a pipe.
So my question: do you hold it? I'm still trying to learn how you hold yours.
I hold it into my teeth, and when I
Okay.
talk to people, I take it out.
So it's okay. The teeth. Okay.
Yeah.
Still the same.
You can do that, but watch out. Hold it, nicely so you don't put too much pressure on your teeth. Like this one was a limited edition, same manufacturer than the one you're smoking. Once a year, there it is. Once a year, they make a pipe. They make a pipe with the name of a classical music composer. And this year it was the Puccini.
Jesus.
Now, this is all sterling silver. To make that, this is very difficult. But look at that pipe.
Wow. That's beautiful.
Huh?
And something like that costs what?
Well, I give you an idea. That's $500.
That's a hefty price tag.
For a pipe.
Now, okay, so you ready?
Yes.
This is totally handmade from the same manufacturer with a perfect, what you call a straight grain. This is a piece. If you would pick the root, let's say you had 100 roots on your desk,
Yes.
and you're going to decide what you're going to make with that pipe, and you look at the grain, so perfect straight grain. Out of 100, you may find one with a perfect grain. No flaws, nothing. That pipe was a limited edition with the symbol of the manufacturer. That's $1,200.
Jesus.
To give you an idea how you can.
I get serious.
That's serious.
So
yeah, that's serious.
these kind of
Yeah, that's
pipes
serious.
are basically for collectors. You have pipe collectors. They collect.
So they don't use them. They just
No, they smoke them, but they use them sparingly.
okay.
They like to have them in their portfolio. So I wanted to show you how you can come up with, and this one they made, maybe 50 of them worldwide. That's it.
Wow.
And then on the other end you have something in the same class than the one you have.
Mm.
And that's a lot more moderate. That's 288. So you see the difference?
Yes.
So you have a huge array of pricing. But this is, if you look at the style with, this is, you know,
That's a nice finish on there too.
That's sure.
it's a brown finish.
It's kind of, you got
Yeah.
a nice finish too.
Great, yeah. So the way you obtain that color, the briar is about a little bit deeper than the color of my skin, and then you put a finish on it.
Mm.
See, that's more natural. You see the color of this? This is basically wax applied to it.
Okay.
Beeswax.
Okay. 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 This is really, I'm really getting.
Yeah, happy birthday, brother. Look at you. Oh, that's
So
smoke like shit.
I am. I'm smoking like a chimney, and it's so. I taste. I know.
My tobacco is a little bit too moist there. I let it air out more. I just opened this one. But this one, that's good.
Mm.
Well, it's a little warm around here. I like that.
Okay, now, careful with that. If your bowl gets a little bit too warm, no, that's okay. It means that you're puffing too much on it.
Okay.
Look at this one. Touch this one.
So.
Yeah, that's okay.
Oh wow, yours is cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm puffing
But
too much.
also the pipe has been smoked quite a bit.
Okay.
So what you do after you smoke a pipe, you build what's called a cake.
Okay.
Slowly, the tobacco, you build like a heat barrier.
Oh, okay.
But you don't want that to be increasing too much because then you cannot put any tobacco in it.
Okay.
So if the cake inside the bowl is too wide, we have a reamer to ream it out.
Mm. So it's best not to puff on it as much. Okay, to keep the
Well, I'm gonna smoke me a pipe tonight.
man.
You guys enjoying it?
Yes, yes, very much so. I like I said, I've never really been open for change, but this has really got me intrigued. This is
I like, during the day, as Tim can see me when he comes in the shop, I'm always smoking the pipe.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, I smoke a cigar because,
okay. Now, what kind of cigar you like?
well, I brought some cigars. I'll show you what I like to smoke. But I'm open to everything.
Yeah, but
The only thing I'm not open to is a ring gauge you smoking.
but it's so smooth.
I know, but I cannot.
You know what's really started me smoking them is when I be at work and I can dictate how the time gonna go because it's a 4-hour burn. Well, at least it lasts 4 hours for me when I'm at work with that type of gauge. So, and then I started the aftertaste, I started liking even more. I like how, once again, I love how it fit between my fingers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's just, and it's so smooth. I know the size can be intimidating, but it's really such a smooth smoke.
No, I don't dispute that, but I cannot hold it.
So do you have a favorite cigar?
Yeah, Davidoff.
Davidoff.
I love them. It's very consistent.
What gauge?
But 48.
Okay.
I brought some for you guys too. And then I brought one of my line that I've been owning, and I redesigned the boxes and the band and everything. We can do that later, but I'll show you. The problem with Davidoff, they are very expensive.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. It really is. It's good though.
Cigar matches.
Yes.
Matches.
Thank you.
That's the problem. Those cigars at $28.
Really?
Yeah, and I'll show you.
$30 cigar.
They have one. They have
I'm
one.
scared to smoke that. That's the,
No, you'll enjoy them.
I know I will.
The other one I brought is one of my trademark. It's called the Aguila. Do you like that better? That's a better ring gauge. That's Dominican Republic with Piloto Cubano,
Yes.
Ecuadorian wrapper.
Yes.
So I redesigned the band.
How many blends do you have?
I have trademarks. I've got the Aguila. I have the Royales,
Okay.
which is very mild.
I'm sorry, this is like
Mhm.
You know what? The thing I forgot my color.
I can't fire this up, man. I'm. He got me in my grown man over here with this. Man. He just, my great grandfather was a Navy man.
Oh, is that right?
You know, and so very remembers I remember of him,
Uh-huh.
big guy. You know, what I'm saying he was always in passing, but I always smelled that cigar. I mean that pipe. I'm like, what is that? You know what I'm saying? And so this is, you know, and once I started smoking cigars, some of my family members say, you acted just like your grandfather. So this is, my brother don't know what he did, man. This is really emotional for me right now. I'm really feeling it. So I'm trying to at least finish it.
You know, you had. There were a lot of famous pipe smokers, you know.
But now y'all with these cigars, y'all talking about my love language. You know,
That's why you brought them so we can.
okay, well I'm gonna put this down. No, don't worry. I'm gonna put it over.
You want to try the Davidoff first? Or mine? You try mine? Okay.
Oh no, I'm trying yours, sir. You'll guest on the show. We gonna do yours. No.
This is made by, you know, fairly small manufacturer that they are, but they've been making stuff for me for about 40 years. And they know what they're doing. It's not going to be as potent as, like you bought some for your brother, you bought him the Asylum. It's not going to be as heavy, but it is very tasty. I mean, this is my opinion.
I like that pull on that. Oh, that's a woody tip. Oh, that's nice.
So you have a Ecuadorian wrapper, Piloto Cubano, Dominican tobacco, and some Nicaragua in the filler.
Oh, that's nice.
Mmm.
And that cigar doesn't break the bank.
And you got these in?
Oh yeah,
At the shop.
Yeah,
I am. Where you got them at?
They're in the middle aisle. That's
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh.
Man, it's nice. Jesus.
Like that?
Yes.
So you look at a cigar like this, I think it's $12, $12.50 or something like this. A lot more reasonable than a lot of other cigars.
Oh, that's nice.
Who's that? Aguila?
Aguila.
Aguila.
Aguila means eagle.
Aguila. It's all flying because that is nice.
Nice.
Oh, this. Oh, this is.
It has nice flavor, huh?
Yes, very mellow and mild and just.
But there's, I mean, again, you know, when you blend cigars, you have thousands of possibilities.
Right.
It all depends, you know, the guy look at, okay, I got that tobacco from that year.
Yes.
I got that tobacco here. What about if I mix this with this?
Mm-hmm.
It all depends what he decides. So when I redesigned the blend, well, first we redesigned the logo, the band.
Wow.
And then, you know, when I talked to this, I went down, I was in a DR and said, okay, I want a tobacco, you know, from the Dominican Republic, but more flavor. So they said, well, we can do is we can add tobacco from Nicaragua. And you see a lot of blends now, like some of the Avo cigars, there's Nicaragua tobacco in them. Because Nicaragua has a complete different profile than tobacco from the Dominican Republic. And then they are using the Ecuadorian wrapper, which is absolutely fantastic.
This is this is a nice stick.
Nice, that.
Yes, this is a nice stick.
Yeah, this, you know your stuff. This is
Question: What made you get into all of this? Was it?
It happened by accident.
What do you mean?
Well, I came here to teach, and then
Teach what?
teach French.
Okay.
I was an instructor at AMSO.
Okay.
So I was at a university in France, and we had a program in our university in France which was on intensive foreign language.
Yes, sir.
The students could only take for 1 year, the only course they could take is a full course in a foreign language. That's it. And US universities heard about our program in the university I attended in France, and they said, wow, this is very interesting. We would like to implement this program in US universities. I said, okay. So we were sitting there, in the staff room, and there were representatives from US universities, and they said, well, we would like to take some of you guys. And I was the youngest one there. All the colleagues were middle-aged and close to retirement. They didn't want to go anywhere. And they said, why don't you take Gerard? He loves the US. Take him. So my file circulated around different universities. And the head of the French department in those days at the University of Missouri St. Louis was Dr. Marcus Allen. And he looked at my file and said, well, he looks good. And he said, he was born the 2nd of March, same day I was born. So he said,
Okay.
so he brought me in. So when I arrived here, I arrived 24 hours late because my plane was late taking off from wherever I was taking off from.
Yeah.
We didn't have cellular phone in those days. So I was at the desk in New York when I arrived, at the desk of TWA.
Okay.
And asked that lady, said, is there a way I could use your phone or you could call, my contact in St. Louis? I said, sure. So she dialed, I had Dr. Marcus Allen's, landline. I called him up. He said, where are you? I said, I'm in New York. He said, you're 24 hours late. I said, that's right. So he picked me up the next day. And we had he said, well, you have no place to go, so you're going to have to stay in my home. He used to live on Norwood in New City.
Oh, okay.
And so Dr. Marcus Allen said, well, tomorrow morning we're at a staff meeting, so we went down there. And during the staff meeting, a middle-aged woman knocked at the door and wanted to ask some questions. And so Dr. Allen said, well, come on in. And he looked at her and said, you live in Clayton, don't you? Yeah. And said, we're looking, we need to find a place for Gerard to rent, because I'm not going to keep him forever in my house. And she said, well, I live in Clayton. I've got a cottage house in the back of the house. And nobody lives there, so if he wants, I rent it for him for $50 a month plus free French lessons. So I moved there and asked, her name was Mrs. Thornton. And I asked Mr. Thornton, I need to find some pipe tobacco. Where can I find some? Oh, she said, down the street is John's Pipe Shop, the old place where we used to be on Central Avenue. So that's how I got connected with John's Pipe Shop.
Wow.
And then 1976, I started work for Gene. And I didn't know much about, besides smoking pipes and cigars and occasionally.
But that's how it starts.
and he had the stores in different parts, no computers in those days. He needed somebody to do some management, a little bit, and keep stock and whatever, and I still worked for him, and then we got very good friends, and Gene was a tough guy, but a fair guy, very fair. Then he said, I want you to buy me out. I said, Gene, with what? I mean, I don't have, So we figure out something, and then 1980, I bought him out. And from there, I started to develop an importing company, same company. So we import, I have a warehouse on Olive Street, and we distribute to other retailers, mostly pipes and pipe tobacco. So I got Carol, Carol. She managed the warehouse. And so I'm, mostly take care of the retail, and Carol, I go to the warehouse every day too, but that's the way we do it. And we import a line of pipes, line of pipe tobacco, and we distribute that to other retailers around the country.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So no, it's
Wow.
But the main problem we have in our industry is regulations. It's very tough. We are regulated by ATF. Now we are regulated by the FDA.
Yeah.
So it's not easy. Like on the pipe tobacco, it's called the Family Tobacco Control Act, and you had to file documentation, that the products, especially in pipe tobacco, were on the U.S. market as of February the 15th, 2007. And if they were not, then you need to file with the FDA, and it's nearly impossible. It's basically the same rules they apply to pharmaceuticals. Costs a fortune, and but thank God it's most of the pipe tobacco that we import are what they call grandfathered. In other words, most of them were on the U.S. market prior to that fatidic date of February the 15th, 2007. Because if you want to introduce a new tobacco on the market, you have to have deep pockets, because you have to get lawyers involved, and it's very complex.
Well, just to introduce a new,
that's part of the Family Tobacco Control Act.
That's just.
So far, they are not too. On the cigar side, we have a larger, a better voice, because most of the brands of cigars are controlled by Hispanics, and if you look, and most of the companies are their financial headquarters, even if their factories outside, are based in Miami.
And I knew that.
So one of the big allies is the congressional force in Florida that can put a little bit of pressure, on this administration, the previous administration, and the previous administration. So with the FDA, we had rulings. So far, they're holding off. One thing they wanted to do is put warnings on the cigar label and all that stuff. And we have managed to fight that one off. But this Rocky Patel is a very big influencer with a congressional, in various congressional districts, and managed to get through, trying to push our advocacy, But it's tough. I mean, this industry is controlled pretty much. But the good news is that we have a lot more younger smokers,
Yeah, that's
with the pipes.
And a lot more females.
And females.
It's a lot now. I was like, at first when I start seeing it, I was like, oh, they don't know what they're doing. They just for show. But then I start really watching. I'm like, oh no, they smoking for real.
No, you see, I have a lot of female coming in the shop, and buying cigars.
Mm-hmm.
Some are buying pipes,
Really?
We have a few female pipe smokers, yeah. Well, the most famous one, you guys are too young to remember. There was a congresswoman from, where was she from? The East Coast. Her name was Melissa Fenwick. And when she was interviewed long time ago on 60 Minutes, she had a pipe in her mouth. In those days, she was probably in her 70s when she was interviewed. So imagine, she'd be about 120 years old today, you know. But she always had a pipe. Melissa Fenwick. But there are a few women pipe smokers. Oh yeah.
So my question, when it comes to the pipe, okay, like I done smoked it down some. Can I put some on top, or should I continue to?
No, if you let your pipe, like it's not like a cigar. There's a big difference. If you're done after a while, it will become kind of harsh. You need to scoop that tobacco out and start from fresh.
Okay, that was my question, because I didn't know if, you know, if you get halfway.
No.
Okay, so always finish it, then scrape out and start over.
That's
okay,
it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, you can't pack it on top.
Okay.
A cigar, you can let it go. It will go out, and you can relight it.
You relight it. Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe I'll take some of the water if you have it.
Oh yeah.
If you don't mind.
Okay.
Yeah, water. Okay.